I just want to say why I believe, and this might sound biased, but I believe at a fundamental level, right? I think black women are more attractive than white women. Now, I don't know about Latino women. I've never met other groups of women, right? But based on my experience of black women, which is the group I prefer to date, generally speaking, in comparison to white women too, I just believe that black women are just more attractive, to be honest. And that might sound, a bit biased because I'm a black person, right? But I think if you look at fundamentally the kind of society that we live in, I mean, if you could look at things from a historical context, or you could look at things from just a current day problems of anti-blackness and racism in general, not just perpetuated of black men, but also black women in general. You can see like for example, you can look at the standards of beauty in Britain and in America, wherever you go, regardless of how you want to see it. It's normally a white woman, that's the standard of beauty, right? But if most of us, there's a lot of us black men who are looking around, we're looking at standard of beauty of blonde hair, blue-eyed white woman, but we're thinking, bro, we know a lot of black women who are better looking. But do you see how power works? Do you see how sort of like whiteness operates as a system of power where you can actually have black women, in my opinion, who are like incredibly beautiful, by the way, but like society, or at least living in a white society, is never going to push them as being the standard of beauty. But anyways, my experience with mostly black women, because I'm a black guy from a predominantly black area, my experience with black women in general has just been incredible. To be honest, throughout my life, basically, I've had three girlfriends all throughout my life. I'm like 22, almost 23 now. I've had three girlfriends all throughout my life, and all of them have been black. And I would not want to change it for anything else, to be honest. Absolutely not. We can look at facial attractiveness when it comes to our face, the faces, for example, or when it comes to how people conduct and carry themselves, right? I mean, I know black men, black men, when I was a boy as well, when I was younger, there's black boys who went out with white girls. Like, they were like, it's just plain, it's just boring, it's just repetitive nonsense, right? But with black women, on the other hand, like, because you just understand each other at a sort of like a more fundamental level, like at a basic level, you understand each other, right? Because you have a shared experience. It's just so much more easier. And black women generally also have a bigger. To be fair, black women generally have a bigger back. To be honest, not gonna lie, they do. And which can you tell me a man who doesn't like a woman with a big ass? Not many out there, right? But can you see how all these features that society, black women generally have, society had spent a lot of time trying to, suppress it or make it look like it's a bad thing. So, for example, having a big ass, oh, it's a bad thing. Having big lips, oh, it's a bad thing. But now, what are white women doing? They're trying to get the same things, and once they get it, it's viewed as like, oh, it's trendy, it's amazing, it's beautiful, it's so trendy. That's the difference, right? So I generally, I think black women are better. Like I just think black women are better, honestly. And I don't get it. I really don't get it why, like living in England and what I see from America as well. Why is it that a lot of black men who are successful, like hyper successful black men, always go with white women? I don't get it, right? Like, why? Like, so basically, every group of people, white successful men go out with white women more, about 98% of the time, right? Successful Latina men tend to go out with Latina women. Successful Asian men generally tend to go out with Asian women. But black men are the only groups of people, once we become successful, we date outside our race more than any groups of people. Think about it though, we're leaving our women literally partnerless, no partner, no husband. Black women in America and Britain are essentially the last to get married and the first to get divorced. Think about that. I think, like, bro, I've seen so many attractive black women out there, like, so many attractive black women out there. Like, the idea that there isn't many attractive black women is nonsense. I mean, if you look at many black men who are with white women, like, obviously, I can't judge men based on attraction because I'm into women, right? So I can only judge women. But there's a lot of black men who, you might view as being attractive, who go out with white women who aren't really that attractive. So what is going on? The reason why they're going out with these women then is the fact that the woman is white. Because if a black woman looked like that, like the black man wouldn't have wanted to gone out with a black woman that looked like that, right? So, you know what? I just think that us black men, we just need to put black women first. Like literally, it doesn't matter if it's in America or Britain. Like I am in Britain, it doesn't make any difference to be honest, because we regard at a fundamental level or the basic level as British people, black British people, we share similar experiences with black Americans. To be honest, I mean our whole culture in Britain is modelled based on the black American experience, right? So most of our heroes, sorry, I don't want to get too emotional, but most of our heroes are mainly black Americans. Like literally, most of our heroes growing up, black people in America, Malcolm X, Martin Luther, Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali. Just think of any great black figure. These are our heroes. We listen to hip hop. We like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, so we should have a shared experience, and I think black people in Britain and black people in America and across the globe really, I think we should just value black women. We just should. And anyways, this not a very structured video, so I might feel like I've been talking or been all over the place, but I'm just trying to get out my thoughts, and just speak to you lot. But I'm just saying that black women are better. Like, they just are. Do you know what I mean? So don't anti-blackness might make it look like black people are at the bottom, especially black women. In fact, if you look at the statistics when it comes to dating and dating apps in general, black people, or especially black women, are positioned at the bottom in terms of like people's preferences and that. But then as a black man, I'm looking at that, a black man who's into black women, I'm like, I don't agree with these figures. I don't really agree with it. I just don't. It doesn't make any sense. But can you see how whiteness is almost a metaphor for power? So you can have a white woman who's not very attractive, like someone that you don't view as being attractive, but you would still have a black man who like is attractive, still going out with that woman, right? Do you know what I mean? So it's a weird thing. It's all about status, privilege, and all of that. Anyways, do you know what I mean? But I really appreciate you obviously taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot. Make sure to smash the like button down below. Comment and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these videos as well, yeah? Let's make it happen. Go on.